Determining if figures are related by a translation. All right, so we are still on transformations. I believe this is the third week we've been working with transformations. So hopefully we're getting a little better at it now. So transformation, there's four of them. There's translation, which just means moving things side to side, up and down. Rotation, which literally what it sounds like, you're turning something. Or a reflection, which is best shown here. If I have my hands here like this and I have a line that's right here, I can flip my hands over the line. So I reflected them over the line. And the reflection, the main thing is they're backwards. So my thumbs are on opposite sides here. So you can also think of that as like a mirror image. Or like if you were to look, in water, you're reflected back at yourself, but you're backwards. And then there's also dilation, which has to do with making things smaller and larger. So in this case, all we have to do is determine if the figures are related by translation. So can I just simply move the first figure to the second one by going right, left, or up and down? And if we can't, then we click not possible. So in this first one, we just need to decide, we get 2 per screen. So if we slide down here, we're going to get some tools in the next page, so it'll make a little more sense. So with this one, if I can't just simply slide it over, so this one looks like it turns sideways. Translation doesn't have to do with turning or rotating. It's just about moving it. So if I can't move it right or left, up and down, and have it land right on top of that other shape, then it is not a translation. So we do see that the figures are congruent, but it's not possible. And they actually tell you that right here in the sentence. It's not possible to translate the solid figure exactly onto the dashed figure because the dashed figure has been rotated. And we don't want to rotate on this one. So now this one, it does look like I can take the solid figure and I'm going to be able to drag it to the right here and then down. So I didn't have to rotate. I didn't have to reflect, just right and then down. All right, let's go to the next page so that we can actually see the tools because there is a couple tools. So when you're doing this, if you notice right away, I have this little pointer finger on there. So if I grab my blue thing, then I can let go. I don't have to click and drag. I can click it and it'll like grab onto the shape. Now I can move that shape around. So I want to see, can I just simply move this one right on top of that one? So I just went straight up. I'm going to click to drop it. So that's possible. And that's all I have to do. With this one, if I click and drag it over here, well, the blue shape is much smaller than the dotted line. So we call that a dilation because I made this shape bigger. It doesn't look like a true dilation where I did actually take the smaller shape and magnify it or made it larger, but that's not what we're looking for. So we click not possible. Check. Yay. All right, next one. We are going to take this parallelogram, and so let's see if I click on it. Why isn't it letting me click? There we go. I just had to move around a little bit. So now I've grabbed it, and you can see the fist goes from a pointer to grabbing it. So just make sure you've grabbed it so you can start moving around. So I can go straight down and then over. But does that land directly on top of it? No. It looks like after it was translated, it was also flipped over, which is a reflection. We don't want a reflection. All right, we're going to grab this one. So I can go straight to I can go left and then straight down, and I can land right on top of it. You can also go diagonally. Diagonally means that you went sideways and down. So it's 2 translations in that one. But if you can go diagonally straight over to it, that's also perfectly fine. As long as it lands right on top. It can't be flipped around or anything. All right, so check. And last one here. We are going to grab this shape and we're going to pull it up here. But that looks like it was translated and then flipped over. So we don't want it flipped. We want it just right on, just translated, just moved over. So this one I can move it right on over and drop it. So we're good. Okay, we finished another one. Yay.